So, how would you feel in your life right now? What would your life look like had you not been affected by religious dogma and religious programming? Those are two questions, along with some others, that we are going to think about during this video. All right, I am Tamara Tamu. This is the Unleashed Alchemy YouTube channel, where on this channel we talk about you fully embracing your freedom as a sovereign being. Period. All right, so let's get into today's episode. Now, normally, if you've been around here for a minute, you know that my content, most of it, is rooted the in how paramount it is to do identity work. Okay, focus on the identity and the nervous system work after you have left religion. All right, just because you leave religion, just because you leave church, that does not equate to freedom. All right. True ultimate freedom, your freedom upgrade comes when you begin to embrace your sovereign identity. Why is that important? Because even if you leave the church, even after leaving the church, not if, even when you leave the church, that religious dogma is still very much active in your life if you have not done identity work and the nervous system work. Okay, that is why I say that. So this is for you, okay, if that is you. Now, this video is also for you if you are just leaving church, if you are just stepping away from religion. It's newer for you, right? Regardless of which category that you're in, the question that comes up is one of the questions that comes up is, what do I do now? And the first thing that I want to tell you is that, number one, you don't have to do anything. The reason why I'm saying that is because if have had spent significant time in the church, then much of your life, much of your time, much of your energy was given to the church. Whether it was through you did a lot of volunteer hours, and I'm going to throw out a few examples because the examples that I'm going to give you is what I experienced. So you were almost at every single church service because you felt an obligation. You felt it was going to bring you closer to, quote, God. You were a part of some team, whether it was the, quote, leadership team in church, the praise team, the prayer team, the dance team. You were a teacher for Sunday school, all right? You were considered a leader in the church. You were one of the ones expected, quote, expected to come early, show up early for church services because, again, you held the title of a leader. So why am I giving you those examples? Because those are roles that I played in church. A lot of volunteer hours, right? So what now, because your nervous system got used to just doing things and doing, forget whether you enjoyed them or not, you were just doing. So now that you are out of the church, you are out of religion, you realize, okay, I don't have to do anything to prove who I am, to prove my worth, okay? Because that's really where that comes from. So now you're saying you don't have all those tasks, you don't have all those church, volunteer moments anymore. So now you're thinking, okay, well, what do I do now? This is your perfect opportunity to allow your nervous system to get used to, again, being worthy of what you desire because you exist. Whether you decide to do something or not. This is the perfect opportunity for you to sit in your body, experience your own breath, your own inhale and exhale, listening to your heartbeat, and understanding that the abundance that is internal is what makes you worthy to see abundance on the external. So you don't have to do anything but be. Allow yourself to experience life on another way, in another way, on another level. Experience life doing the things that you truly enjoy. If you're going to do something, do it not out of obligation, but to do it because you're like, that feels fun to me. That feels exciting to me. I want to go do that, and just go do it with no explanation, but just because you want to. All right. Many times, because when you've spent significant time in church, you get used to being a part of something. Okay. And I've talked about this before on this channel. You get used to being a part of something. You don't have to rush out to be a part of anything. All right. Maybe that's the second point, but it's also included as, doing something. Okay. Going out, trying to sign up for a group or whatever. You don't need to do that. You don't need to be a part of something. Just allow your nervous system to relax. Just relax in your being, relax in your existence. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is when you have left, another question that may come up is, well, what do I believe in now? I left church, I left religion. What do I believe in now? What do I believe in as far as divinity? What do I believe in as far as a higher source? What do I believe in? And I'm going to invite you to consider this. Why do you have to believe in anything? Why do you have to believe in anything? If you just have to believe in something, why not start with yourself? Believe in yourself. Have confidence in yourself. All right? And another point that I want to make is, and this goes back to the question that I asked at the top of the video. What would you have done in your life? How would your life look right now had you not used your time in religion, in church, in the way that you did? Had you not known religious dogma? Now, I know that a lot of people, especially this applies to people who did not grow up in religious programming. A lot of people, quote, find the church or they find religion because they have experienced so much trauma in their lives that they're looking for something to attach to that on the surface looks safe. So you may be watching this and you may be saying, well, had I not gone to church, I could be in jail somewhere. Well, if that's the case, okay. But isn't there's life after, is my point. There is creation after a set of rules that has been given to you. There is an elevation beyond. So my question is still the same. What would your life have looked like had you not known any Bible, had you not known any church, had you not known the address of any church, had you not walked in any church? What would you have done differently? Would you have moved to a different country, to a different city, different state? Would you have started the business that you wanted to start? Would you have gone into the career that you would have gone into? Do you not know that I've not only did I experience this myself, but I've seen saw other people experience this where they were discouraged from certain careers. And the reason was, oh, well, that career is just going to take you far away from God. So think about it like that. What would you have done? How would you have felt in your life, if you were doing the things that were soul aligned for you, the things that were soul aligned for you, you were taught by religion that would keep you away from God, or it was evil or demonic, would you have felt free? Would you have felt more freedom? Would you have felt more elated and vibrant in your life? Well, guess what? All is not lost. You haven't lost anything. You haven't lost anything. What can you do today to feel vibrant? What can you do today to feel the joy? And once you start to do small things, those increment steps into allowing yourself to feel joy in some way, then guess what? That's when the opportunities begin to show up for you to actually take the career step that you want to take, to start the business that you've always wanted to start, to move to the country that you always wanted to move to. But dogma got in there and just clouded all of that. Well, now's the opportunity for you to expand as a sovereign being and create your life. So I wanted to give you those 3 points, all right? Put in your takeaways in the comments. And don't forget that there are ways that you can work with me. You can work with me one-on-one. My job, I hate to even say it like that, but that's what it is. I mean, it's part of what is soul aligned for me. This work that I do is to help people embrace their sovereign identity again, to be completely free in your life as you function in life on this physical plane as a powerful, spiritual, sovereign cosmic being that creates. Okay? So that is the foundation of the work that I do. You can work with me one-on-one. I have books that you can purchase, ebooks that you can purchase from my website. There's other products that I'm working on as well. And there's courses that you can get into, all right? If you are, and let me just say this, if you are watching this and you're just stepping out of religion, I would invite you to look at my course online that's called From Religion to Alchemy. Start there. That course will help you expand. It will help you not to be nervous in your transformation, in your transition. It will help you find calm in your nervous system and peace as you realize and embrace your life after religion, okay? Also, you can work with me one-on-one. There is a 24 session package that you can purchase to work with me as we go through these steps, because it is important. I'm going to say this over and over again. Because dogma operates so heavy in our lives, it affects every single part. So we have to, in stepping into our sovereign identity, we are reclaiming our power in every single part of our lives. We're elevating every single part of our lives. So with this work, you're going to see upgrades in your relationships. You're going to see upgrades in your business, in your career, in your body, in how you look, in how you view life, in your perspectives, in how you speak, in how you show up in conversations, in what you allow yourself to declare and expect in your life. You're also going to be able to function confidently in your spiritual technology. All right? So, unleashedalchemy.com is where you can go to see how you can work with me. Okay? So, thank you for listening. Put in your comments, okay? Let me know what your takeaways are from this video. Until next time, be sovereign.